two. All right, one, two, three. All right, Eric Stromquist here. I have the distinct pleasure of being on Skype with the world traveler, the one, the only. You might know him as Mad Mike Marston. He is everywhere. So, Mike, welcome to Control Chat. Where are you today?
Well, as you can see from my chair that I'm sitting in a chair made out of skis. So today I'm in Aspen, and the powder has just been amazing. So lucky me.
Yeah.
It's just been an amazing day. And
What?
I can't wait. 1 week tonight, we'll be in Orlando, and we'll be rocking and rolling at the Control Trends Awards.
Hey, Mike, I tell you what, it's going to be spectacular, and you know,
Sure
you
is.
you have always been the first person that stepped up to the plate and sponsored the awards. Easy already always has, and let me tell you something. We're pulling all the stops out. We got the Hard Rock Live Cafe. It's the best venue we've had yet. We got models, we got superheroes, we got some surprises. So thank you very much for that. And you guys are up for several awards again this year, as always. You're up for the PID Award, Passion, Integrity, Dedication. Gordon Chen's up for Executive of the Year again. You guys are up for Best Technical Support, both person, company, and of course, the Beast from the East is rocking and rolling. So, tell me, what's going on in the Easy IO world?
Well, we're rocking and rolling also. In fact, things are going just amazingly well. And the thing I always say to everybody is we're also enjoying it. We've got to enjoy what we do. And what you and Kenny are doing with Control Trends, you're making it fun. You're making it serious, but you're making it fun.
Nice, nice.
So, you know, I like to have fun. I like to meet with customers. We're in some new markets now. We're growing marijuana now.
You're what?
Yeah,
Whoa! Hold the phone, Vicky
it's
Vale.
all legal. It's all legal.
Oh my
It's in
gosh!
Denver and in San Francisco, in San Jose. I was just there the other day, and
Wow.
I saw the stuff for myself. And
Well,
the
well.
FG was doing a fine job. The beast from the east is now controlling weed.
Oh
Like
my goodness, that's fantastic, Mike. That is.
we have a new company we're launching, separate to EasyIO. It's called Limidia, and
It's
I know
not.
you
It's
all
not something you picked up at the bar, right?
probably Limidia. You know, well, it actually stands for Lim, and
Nice.
we're going to be going to market through crowdfunding through Kickstarter, and it's
Oh,
not because we're broke. And as you can see, I do live a good life
yes,
here
you
in
do.
Aspen, and in fact, as you can see from my clothes, this is the new slimline Mike Marston.
I
I
was going
lost.
to comment on you, buddy. You were looking fantastic. You were
Well,
looking
I had
so
to do
good.
something. Either that, or I'd be all leaving you a few years earlier than I should be.
Yeah, well, we can't have that, buddy. We cannot
Absolutely. So
have
now I'm
that.
going to live till I'm 100. But on a
Wow.
serious note, yeah, we've decided to go through Kickstarter so we get into new markets. This is nothing to do with the Beast. Lim has come up with a new technology where we've got solid state metering, all with Wi Fi. We've got Sedona over Wi Fi. We've got temperature and humidity with built in access points directly to the cloud. We are just going to blow the pants off this.
Oh man, I can't wait to see it. So when is this going to launch, Mike?
It's going to be, you'll see it on Kickstarter in about a month's time. Our first production will be early next year, and we'll be making 100,000 units. That's why we're going through Kickstarter. And we expect to get into other markets, not just weed, but into farming. We're now in irrigation systems. I mean, we just want to broaden the horizon, not just be in the building automation world.
Well, I
Nothing
got
wrong
to.
with this world, but it's just a little narrow.
Well, it is, and that Beast controller is so powerful. And you know, we do a lot of industrial controls, Mark. So we're very familiar with industrial. Mike, sorry, Mike. We do a lot of industrial applications, so we're very familiar with how they go about doing things like controlling pot or irrigation and things like that. And I think it's a brilliant applications for the Beast because the Beast is at a price point these industrial controls cannot touch, and they're so much easier to work with. And plus, you can gather all the data with them, right?
Well, people can't believe it. I presented to a bunch of automation farmers the other day, and they were blown away. They said they loved the online weather stuff that we could, send them emails. We could work out the psychometrics for their dew points in the greenhouses. They can ride the dew point curve and save energy and make the plants grow better. We can track the CO2, which also affects the plants,
Right.
whether it be weed or whether it be
Corn or
vegetables.
vegetables or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a massive industry, and we're really excited about it. We've got one of our guys growing maple syrup up in New England, and he's
Wow.
using the beast for that.
Well, I tell you what, the beast is just, hey, the beast can't be held down. It is such a flexible controller, and we've got peanuts. Peanuts is a big thing down our way. We have to go see some peanut farmers or maybe some catfish growers, catfish farms. But the applications are unlimited, and probably about 20%, Mike, of our Control Trends audience are actually industrial manufacturing folks. So for you people out there, please reach out, controltrends@gmail.com. We'll make sure to pass that on to Mike, and Mike can make sure that you guys get a demo on this product. But the beast is phenomenal. So
Well, thank you, because people are starting to tell me that the beast is a viable option versus a PLC now.
yeah,
Not for all applications, but for many.
yeah, yeah.
And I think it's good that we focus on this industry, but we spread our wings a little bit. Not that we only go deeper and wider into the controls business, but we also go deeper and wider into automation, and then also into the Internet of Things. So on that subject, we've got some advanced training going on.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think you mentioned last week on the Control Trends show that on Control Talk Now that we've been running some advanced courses.
Yes.
Well, we have one on the Tuesday, the 26th at Stromquist, Orlando.
That's right, and all our listeners are invited.
Yep.
So you just, where do they register for that, Mike? Have you guys got a
I believe
registration?
just drop a note to Rob Allen, I think will probably be the easiest.
Okay.
The reason I say that is because we're also doing it in Atlanta on the same week,
Yep.
the Thursday and Friday, the 28th and the 29th of
Right.
January. So it's really action-packed. We're going to be talking about chlamydia and the cure for chlamydia. The cure is Lim.
Lim is the cure, baby. Lim is the cure.
He's flying into Aspen here in a couple of nights from now, and I got to go and pick him up from the airport.
All right, now for our listeners who if you watch Control Trends, Lim is one of our all-time favorites. He's definitely the smartest guy, if not in the room, in the city, right? But you got to, Mike, is Lim going to try to snow ski? Does he snow ski? Because if he does, we need a video of Lim on snow skis.
I don't think so. He's already a danger to shipping, so probably a danger to skiers as well. I think I'll just leave him in the bar.
Yeah.
So he can think up some more Limidia ideas. So, by the way, this company is called Lim Idea.
I like it.
We've named Lim just to give him recognition, really, for his what's the word? His philosophy of how R&D should be done, and he follows the Google model.
Yeah.
All of his team have private projects, have pet projects that we pay for, and we give them time off, and we put them on courses, we pay for equipment, we pay for software, so they don't get bored.
Right.
There's nothing worse than an engineer who's really doing a great job, but just gets bored with what they're doing. We want them to think outside the box. And the Control Trends Awards does that, They get all that visibility, and they see their good work on the world stage with, I don't know how many countries it is now, 40 or 50 countries.
It's up there, yeah.
Following Control Trends. So
Well,
even if we don't win anything next week, I feel like we've won already.
Well, let me tell you something, Mike. As you know, Kenny and I have been to both of your global conferences. We accuse you guys of being at the heart of the building automation controls renaissance. That team you assembled in Paris this year, the vendors that showed up, the integrators that showed up, you guys are the spoke, as far as I'm concerned, of the spoke of the hub of the wheel that's going round and round, that's sort of driving us to this whole new level. So again, thank you so much for Paris. That was awesome. Madrid the year before was great. And are you guys going to do another one next year? Are you thinking Rome maybe?
And we're getting a lot of requests to do it in the US as well. And
okay.
Somehow we're just going to make the world a smaller place.
Well, but that, fair enough. Atlanta's a good location. If you guys come to Atlanta, we could probably do some of it over at our place. We could live stream some stuff. I invite you to Atlanta to do the EasyIO conference.
Well, I'd love to go back to the church again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And play some ping pong up on the top floor there. Last time I went there with you.
Yeah. So
I think it's a really cool place. Maybe Atlanta is the place to do it.
Well, it might be. So for our listeners, I might know the church that Mike is referring to. There's a local guy here in Atlanta by the name of Grant Henry, who was kind of a corporate guy, got sort of fed up with life. He moved to the neighborhood I used to live in, so I'd see him at the coffee shops all the time. But he made a small fortune. He created this website, and it was he called it Sister Louisa's website, right? And Sister Louisa, the backstory that he made up was that she was a disgruntled monk that would sell these paintings of the Last Supper. So he'd buy these paintings of the Last Supper, like these really cheesy ones for like $1 a piece or something like that. And then he would write stuff in like a caption over Jesus's head going, "You guys eat up, I'm paying for all of you anyway," and stuff like that. And he'd sell them online. And he literally, I mean, they're collector's items now. But he opened up a bar, and that Mike is referring to in Atlanta, called Sister Louisa's Church and Ping Pong Emporium. And so, the thought process being a guy like me could just tell my wife I'm going to church and could go hang out. And the cool thing about it, Mike, is that people like all the famous Hollywood people, they're in Atlanta, they come play ping pong with Grant. And, well, you were there. It's a cool place, right?
Very good, yeah. And we're looking forward to this year, 2016 now. We've had a very strong start to the year, and everything's looking good. We've got some great shows coming up. We've got the Niagara Summit, of course.
Oh, yeah, New Orleans, man.
EasyIO is now selling Niagara 4 worldwide.
Nice.
We've got all our guys trained up, and we've worked very closely with Max Line Solutions, with
the drivers. Yeah.
They've got drivers for everything now. I'm amazed they've done it so quickly. So, everyone's beating the drum, and we're all ready for New Orleans. I've already booked my flight.
Oh, man.
We're hoping to be a platinum sponsor. We've certainly thrown our hat in the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
And, let's see.
Oh, man. Well, that'd be awesome, Mike. Well, listen, you just do so much great stuff. And Mad Mike has done Mad Mike's Control Pub Talk. I've still got an episode of one of those teed up. I just hadn't had a chance to post it yet, Mike, with, I think it was Bernie, right, in Thailand. Brian. Yeah, Brian Anderson. What a great
rocker in energy management.
I'm telling you, man. Well, there are quite a few of those. So we'll have to get him on. And so, Mike, you got quite a crowd coming to the Control Trends Awards to cheer you guys on. So can't wait to see you there.
We've got a huge turnout, and we've got a strong contingent from Europe, a big group from Europe.
Nice.
A large new customer coming from Denmark, and all kinds of people coming over. So it's a big deal for us.
It's going to be something. We've got a couple of European companies that are actually in the finals. There's a company, I think it's Digital Blanket Flamatech out of India, that showed up on some of the analytics and some of the software stuff. And, of course, Alper, his stuff, and Chris Snyder is in the finals from down under in Australia. So it truly is a global crowd.
Yeah.
All right, so tell you. So you're in Aspen now. You just in a little, what do they call it, after ski? You kicking back, drinking a couple beers.
Ski. I'm in the bar now. I'm just going to have a couple of beers, I think. I just got talking to the lady behind the bar. She's from the Philippines. Lovely girl.
Listen, you're talking about superheroes. I know you're kryptonite to those Asian ladies, man. Especially the Filipinos, man. They can't get enough of you, can they?
Well, yeah, I nearly proposed marriage, but anyway.
That's been my biggest problem up until recently. I just could not.
Yeah.
It was so bad for a while, Mike. After I think my second or third divorce, I meet a girl and I just go, "You should go out with me. Your worst case scenario, we'll get married, and you'll divorce well."
There you go. And actually, today I went to buy something for my neck. It was a bit cold up on the mountain.
Yeah.
I went to 13,000 feet and got lost.
Oh, man.
So when I went back down to the ground, I went into the shop and bought this kind of neck scarf.
Yeah.
And the lady was absolutely amazing who served me, and she had kind of a foreign accent. And I said, "Where are you from?" She said, "Argentina."
Oh my gosh! Oh my God!
I was like butter.
Did you tell her you had a friend that dances Argentine tango that I could fly out?
I said he has a similar hairstyle to me.
Yeah, there you go. Well, hey, Mike, like you say, God made a few perfect heads and He put hair on the rest of them, right?
Sure did.
Dude, so you're going to get like Little Nels and all that? I mean, Aspen's such a great place, right?
Oh, it's cool. Yeah, Snowmass and Aspen, it's a great spot.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of trouble getting in here, though, on, when did I come in? Friday night.
Yeah.
And came into land and they decided it wasn't safe, so they took us back to Denver.
Yeah.
And then they just turned us around, put some fuel in the aircraft, and we got in.
Oh, man.
So about a 10-minute drive, I was in my hotel.
Well, I am dead serious about Atlanta for your thing. They should part of the reason being just because it's got an international airport. It's easy to get in. It's easy to get out. It's reasonable price wise. There's a lot to do. I mean, hell, we'll take everybody to church, right?
Hope so.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So after this, we go down to Denver. We're doing some advanced training with Relevant Solutions.
Nice. Ricky Jones and the team. Yeah.
Yeah. That should be a really good session. And then we're going to go down to Orlando. We're getting on Friday. I've got 5 apartments booked. So if anyone needs a room, let me know.
I do.
There you go.
I mean, I'm kind of halfway being serious, but yeah, I might take you up on that. But listen, for the training, Rob at stromquist.com. That's Rob Allen's email. Or you can go controltrends@gmail.com. Kenny and I check that periodically. But yeah, this training you don't want to miss. Our Orlando office isn't too far from Universal from out there. So we've got a sort of a limited amount of space, Mike. So about 20 people maybe. And so first come, first serve.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we'll be about right. Yeah.
we'll be okay, man. Man,
If
Mike,
anyone wants to lift, if anyone wants a lift, I've got a big car. So
yeah. Well, I remember when you gave us the lift to the airport in Paris, man.
Paris, right?
Yeah. That was yeah. Anyway, no, that's a story for another day. But listen, man, that beast is controlling breweries. If you watch Control Talk now, I mean, they're using it to control microbreweries. So it rocks and rolls with that. So, Mike, man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. But looking forward to we'll see you next week. Hell, this time next week, the Control Trends Awards will be in full swing, and hopefully you'll be bringing home some trophies.
I hope so. If we do, Gordon's going to need to get a new desk, a new table. It's those glass Oscars are pretty heavy, you know.
Yeah, they are, man. We don't mess around with the trophies, man. So that's good
No
stuff.
cutting corners.
So
So
you're
anyway, I'm going to ski for the next 2 days here. The snow's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're all jealous.
Oh yeah.
I'm not skiing. I'm scuba diving. So I'm either up the mountain or I'm down at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, and so some of our listeners, we posted a video. You might when I first met you, I was trying to find a video that sort of captured your passion because we were trying to make sure the Control Trends community, because the voting ends on Tuesday, wanted to make sure everybody sort of got to have a last look. So for our listeners out there, that was when the technology just sort of came out. Mike's passion hadn't changed; it's just gotten even ever more. But so that was not the technology. That was the technology then, which was way ahead of its time 5 or 6 years ago when we shot that video. But I think it really
still
showed
is,
your passion.
I think it still is. There's a lot of products out there, but a lot of the new stuff we're doing now is phenomenal. I mean, IoT and IoE is going so fast.
Yeah.
We are a very big piece of that, but we see ourselves more as the enabler.
Yeah.
We make it enable things so it can work with everything else.
We're not going to smoke the pot. We're just going to help you grow it. Well, and hey, listen, last thing real quick. We've touched on this a couple of times, but as you know, J2 Innovations is up for several awards, as DG Lux and other Logic and other people. But you guys have actually embedded the J2N framework. It's called. Speak a bit about that, if you will, how that works.
It's called Easy Stack.
Yep.
And I think it's good for the industry. I think obviously it all started with Haystack, but I think there is room for another platform. I mean, Niagara has been amazingly successful and has really taken the whole world by storm.
Yeah.
I think, we've got Niagara 4 coming out now. I think J2's Easy Stack and FinStack, I think it's got its place in some ways as a competitor sometimes to Niagara 4 even. And that's a really weird thing to say.
Yeah.
But, I know Maxline have done drivers now for the Easy Stack and for FinStack. So, one of the things that made Niagara really strong in the early days was having those legacy drivers.
Yep.
And I mean, you still can't beat a J. So we still love Tritium, and we've just had a massive year with Tritium. Well over $100,000 a month that we buy from Tritium.
Right. Well, it's funny, Mike, because even I talk to integrators that look at these different products and go, yeah, we don't really need a Jace, but most of them use one anyway, even if they don't need one, because it helps manage the traffic on the network and stuff like that.
Right. So what's happening with Easy Stack is we've got that in an embedded server, no moving parts, and it's not going to distract us from Niagara, not at all. It is really going to open up new markets, and not just in building automation either. maybe that will also be helping us to do some of the other industries.
Well, I'm going to get my industrial sales guys with you because I tell you what, I think you're right. I think that, the PLCs can be expensive, hard to work with. To get the data out to do analytics and with your Easy Stack and all that, it's good stuff. All right, so we've been having a little chat with Mike Marston, otherwise known as AKA Mad Mike Marston from Easy.io. You'll see Mad Mike and the rest of the superstars of the controls industry at the 2015 Control Trends Awards in Orlando. Mike, I will see you next week, buddy.
Can't wait, Eric. Can't wait, Ken. You've done an amazing job. And wow, look at the sponsors you've got this year. I mean, just awesome.
It's coming through, big dog. Yep.
See you next week, everybody.
Thanks, Mike.
Bye.
Stay on. I'm gonna